What is it that we're really doing?
We're going to break an unbreakable Nazi code.
Oh.
Alan Turing, the genius mathematician who was largely responsible for cracking the Nazis' Enigma code. His role was described by Churchill as the single biggest contribution to winning World War II, and yet for years most people were unaware of his work.
These were quiet heroes, stoic but quiet untold stories to a large extent, and even now people don't speak about it, even though it's after the gestation of the Official Secrets Act. So I think to celebrate that on a broader spectrum and to have a larger audience sort of made more aware, which, you know, shamefully, this man should be on the back of one of our notes. He really should.
Turing and the Codebreakers were based at Bletchley Park during the war, once Britain's best-kept secret.
These huts were the scene of some of Bletchley's most important work. At the height of the war, around 10,000 people worked here, deciphering encrypted messages and trying to break the Enigma code.
The machine will allow us to break every message and win the war.
Turing built a machine that not only cracked communications, but paved the way for advances in computer science.
The work here was hugely significant in the outcome of World War II. It helped bring the war to a swift conclusion and saved countless lives. Much of the work here also laid the foundations for many technological developments which followed, such as the birth of the computer and the digital age.
Turing's story is as much about tragedy as heroics. In 1952, he was persecuted for being gay, convicted of indecency and forced to undergo chemical castration. 2 years later, he was found dead, poisoned in a suspected suicide.
Here we've got some of Alan's things that we've got in the museum at Bletchley Park. There's his teddy bear.
For his family, it remains a painful injustice.
It's still pretty difficult to cope with. I mean, I think for the family who were there at the time, you know, having somebody who commits suicide is obviously very, very hard to accept. And I still think, you know, even 60 years on, it's still, you know, a wound that is pretty hard to heal.
Last year, Alan Turing was given a posthumous pardon by the Queen. However, many believe, given his incredible contribution, that is the very least he deserves. Lucy Cotter, Sky News.